Coronavirus spreads across continents. A strategic issue has struck Taiwan once again. This time it is PLA's upcoming drills on Taiwan's waters and a likely military threat from Xi Jinping's administration. A report from Japanese media claims that Chinese People's Liberation Army will hold military drills to take over the disputed Dongsha Islands, which Chinese claim to be a part of the Guangdong province. Experts in Taiwan are speculating that PLA aims to open a passage for an aircraft carrier to sail into the Pacific Ocean. Reports further suggest that Southern Theatre Command of the PLA is planning to hold large-scale landing drills on Hainan Island of South China Sea in August. It is likely that China will also dispatch landing ships, military helicopters and hovercrafts in this upcoming military exercises. However, there has been no official confirmation from China regarding these military drills. The authorities in Taipei are paying close attention to Chinese activities in the South China Sea as Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen will enter her second term with a massive political mandate. Taiwanese Defense Chief of Joint Operations has also said that the country's military is on alert and that they are fully prepared to deal with the situation. Taiwan is also planning to purchase more arms and MQ-9 Reaper drones from the United States of America to deal with the increasing threats from the People's Liberation Army of China. Dongsha Islands are strategically so important for China that geopolitical experts believe it could turn any exercise into a full-fledged military standoff. If Taiwan happens to insist on separate statehood, then China may take that step. US military has also been frequenting the area around Dongsha Islands by sending spy aircraft. Meanwhile, Taiwan is receiving overwhelming support from countries all around the world. Its ally, US, deployed a warship just days ahead of the president's oath-taking ceremony. US Navy confirmed it had sailed a guided missile destroyer through one of Taiwan's straits. China's relationship with Washington has also suffered due to issues surrounding the coronavirus pandemic. While Taiwan defended US, terming it an ordinary mission, China has expressed displeasure over an American activity in the South China Sea. Increasing tensions in Taiwan's straits is due to President Tsai's strong opposition to Xi Jinping and Chinese presence in the region. President Tsai has also promised to protect and defend Taiwan after she won a re-election by a landslide margin. She will be taking oath for her second and final term on the 20th of May. Joining us on this broadcast is East Asia correspondent for DW News, William Yang, who joins us live from Taipei. William, thank you so much for joining us on WION. Tensions are soaring between Taiwan and China, isn't it? The global support for Taiwan is growing amid this coronavirus pandemic because Taiwan has dealt with this pandemic in an exceptional manner. US is sailing a warship close to Taiwan. Can you elaborate on the situation that Taiwan finds itself in? Will Taiwan have enough support to be represented in the WHO meeting, which is going to be held in a few days?
Right. So I think, like you said, Taiwan's ability to contain the virus over the last few months has really made its mark on the international community, and so many countries are now openly supporting the Taiwan's bid to actually regain the observer status inside the WHO. But like the U.S. is very, very actively trying to rally behind Taiwan's bid by trying to convince so many other democratic countries to also join on board and openly voice support for Taiwan during the WHO. But as we actually see over the last few years, China's influence inside the UN system has in fact deepened so much because of the Donald Trump administration's very erratic strategy towards maintaining the U.S. influence inside the UN. and that actually allows China to have a leeway to accumulate and also use its economic leverage to really make sure that more countries will be, bowing to China's economic pressure and leverage in the face of a very large demand coming from China. And in this particular case, is to vote against the resolution of allowing Taiwan to regain the observer status inside the WHO in case that actually got onto the agenda, and the member state will have to vote on it. And as of now, the WHO has not issued any invitation to Taiwan to join the WHO meeting on May 18th. So how, whether this can actually be a very successful return to WHO, I think it's still a question that we need to be observed.
Right. Now, United States of America has been backing Taiwan completely, saying that Taiwan must be included as an observer in the upcoming WHO meeting. What's the stand of the European Union on Taiwan?
So far, the European Union is largely also openly supportive towards Taiwan's bid for the WHO observership, because I think they're making it really clear that this is for the cause of the Taiwanese people's health rather than any political, maneuvering. But so many main countries inside the EU have actually received help from Taiwan by its mask diplomacy, because Taiwan has been shipping millions of masks to different European countries over the last few weeks. So I think that actually showed that the European Union is in fact either impressed or they're very eager to have deeper engagement with Taiwan, at least on the public health front.
Right. William, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. It's a precarious situation with the PLA stepping up its activities around Taiwan and the South China Sea.